For those born under the rat sign, 2026 is not a quiet year. It carries movement, pressure, and exposure. Matters that have been sitting unresolved tend to surface, and issues that were once manageable demand direct attention. This year does not tolerate avoidance. It responds only to awareness and correct response. You may notice early signs that life feels faster and less forgiving. Conversations escalate quickly. Deadlines feel tighter. People around you may seem impatient or emotionally reactive. This is not imagination. The cycle itself accelerates events, and rats feel it strongly because you are mentally alert and sensitive to shifts in your environment. This year is not trying to defeat you, it is trying to stop you from staying too long in situations that are already unstable. If something in your life is built on weak agreements, emotional imbalance, or unspoken resentment, pressure will increase until correction happens. Your strength lies in perception. You see problems before they fully form. You sense tension before others admit it exists. Used correctly, this allows you to exit early, reposition quietly, and avoid unnecessary damage. Used incorrectly, it becomes overthinking, anxiety, and constant mental strain. The biggest danger for rats in 2026 is mental and nervous exhaustion. Health issues this year rarely appear suddenly. They accumulate slowly when warning signs are ignored. The most common areas of concern for rats in this cycle are sleep disruption, chronic fatigue, anxiety, chest tightness, irregular heartbeat sensations, headaches, and pressure in the head. Many rats also experience digestive sensitivity caused by prolonged stress rather than diet. Another key area to watch is the kidney lower back adrenal system. When rats are under prolonged stress, this system weakens first. Signs include persistent tiredness even after rest, lower back discomfort, frequent urination, cold sensitivity, or feeling depleted after emotional situations. These are not minor issues this year. They are early alerts. If you push through exhaustion, the body will eventually force a stop. Rest is not optional in 2026. It is protection. Regulating sleep, reducing mental stimulation, and stepping away from draining environments are not luxuries. They are necessities. Legal and contractual matters also deserve serious attention. If you are dealing with business agreements, employment contracts, property issues, loans, investments, or legal documents, slow down. Read carefully, ask questions. Do not sign anything under pressure. Do not rely on verbal assurances. Weak agreements are exposed in this cycle, and unresolved paperwork becomes a source of stress if ignored. Conflicts escalate quickly in 2026. Arguments harden instead of resolving. If you feel provoked, step back. Walking away is not weakness this year. It is intelligence. Trying to win arguments drains energy and invites unnecessary complications. Now let us speak about wealth. This is not a year of reckless expansion, but it is not a year of collapse either. Money moves, but unevenly. Gains come through planning, adaptability, and timing rather than force. Sudden opportunities may appear, but they must be examined carefully. There is an important lesson for rats around money in this cycle. Wealth that is held too tightly for too long begins to stagnate. When money is meant to be shared, invested, or used meaningfully, hoarding it out of fear creates inner tension. Circulation restores balance. This does not mean being careless. It means allowing resources to move where they are needed instead of freezing them out of anxiety. Now, regarding spiritual protection and guidance, this year favors Thai guardian energies that emphasize restraint, grounding, and authority without aggression. For rats in 2026, Tao Weswan is especially suitable. He governs protection against conflict, injustice, and unseen interference. His energy helps stabilize chaotic situations, protect against legal or social disputes, and reinforce boundaries. Tao Weswan is appropriate when life feels pressured from the outside. Another highly suitable presence is for Rahu, but only in a grounding and disciplined way. Rahu governs sudden change, disruption, and hidden forces. For rats, Rahu helps transform fear into awareness and chaos into strategy. However, Rahu should be approached with respect and moderation, not intensity. The purpose is clarity, not power. For emotional stability and inner calm, Pramay Torani is beneficial. She governs grounding, patience, and balance. Her energy helps rats release accumulated stress, stabilize emotions, and prevent overthinking from turning into anxiety. If you use physical support such as amulets or sacred objects, grounding ones are best. Avoid symbols that amplify aggression, urgency, or excess stimulation. This year already carries enough pressure. Let me close clearly. This year does not reward stubbornness. It rewards awareness. It does not reward speed. It rewards timing. It does not reward endurance for its own sake. It rewards intelligent movement and timely release. If you listen to your body early, manage stress honestly, read agreements carefully, allow wealth to circulate wisely, and stay grounded in one clear protective focus, you will exit 2026 mentally stronger, emotionally clearer, and more balanced than before. The rat survives not by force, but by knowing when to move, when to wait, and when to let go without regret. That is how you move through this year safely and wisely. Now let us speak plainly about money, because wealth behaves very differently for rats in 2026, depending on birth year. This is where many people misread the year and make avoidable mistakes. For rats born in 1984, money pressure comes from over-control. You are capable of earning and managing well, but in 2026, you tend to hold too tightly. You may delay spending, delay investing, or delay paying what needs to be paid because you want certainty first. The negative side of this is stagnation. When money does not move, opportunities close quietly. The solution is intentional circulation. Pay what is due on time. Invest only in what you understand. Share where it is appropriate. Movement restores flow for you this year. For rats born in 1972, wealth issues come from carrying other people's burdens. You may be supporting family, covering gaps, or holding responsibilities that were never meant to be permanent. The positive side is stability. You can maintain income even in pressure years. The negative side is depletion. Money leaks slowly, not through loss, but through obligation. The solution is boundaries. Stop rescuing situations that do not change. Redirect resources toward long-term security, not endless support. For rats born in 1996, money risk comes from impatience. You may feel behind or pressured to accelerate financially. This creates temptation toward quick gains, risky moves, or sudden career changes driven by discomfort rather than readiness. The positive side is opportunity. New income paths do open for you. The negative side is regret from moving too fast. The solution is pacing. If an opportunity feels urgent, pause. If it survives delay, it may be real. If it disappears, it was never stable. For rats born in 1960, wealth is not about growth, but preservation. You can remain financially stable in 2026 if you avoid unnecessary strain. The risk is overextending resources for others or taking on stress that costs you health. Medical or recovery expenses rise when energy is ignored. The solution is simplification. Reduce financial complexity. Choose predictability over expansion. For all other rat birth years, the pattern is consistent. Income may fluctuate, but collapse is unlikely unless decisions are emotional. The danger is fear-based hoarding. Holding money too tightly creates internal tension and attracts stress. The solution is balance. Save responsibly, spend consciously, and allow money to move where it has purpose. Circulation does not mean waste. It means trust guided by intelligence. Understand this clearly. In 2026, money responds to clarity, not anxiety. Those who manage with awareness feel supported. Those who cling out of fear feel pressure increase. Wealth this year is not about accumulation alone, it is about alignment. When money serves life properly, life supports money in return. One last thing before we end. What you have heard here is guidance at the sign level. It helps you understand the direction of the year. But real stability comes when guidance is aligned to your own birth elements, not just your animal sign. Each person carries a different internal balance. Some need grounding, some need protection, some need clarity, some need circulation. When support is aligned correctly to your elemental makeup, pressure softens and decisions become clearer. If you feel this year carries weight for you, you may want something more precise. Check the link in description. We've prepared personalized tools designed to align with individual birth elements, offering more accurate spiritual support and stabilization for 2026. These are not generic solutions. They are meant to support your energy specifically, so you are not carrying the year alone. Use what brings clarity, leave what doesn't resonate. Preparation, not fear, is what makes this year manageable. Take care of your body, be clear with money, protect your energy, and remember, when support matches who you are, the year becomes lighter.